Say all those in a union uh, with the one favored by God to break all covenants between Israel and Judah, resembling Judah as Levi, Levi as Judah, understanding that it is a union and a favor, and they're both staffs in the biblical scriptures that reads all covenants have been broken between Israel and Judah. Say all in the union are with the watchers of the heavens, and we are in a shepherding of being smited by the sun that is within, and in reference to being smited so that one may spread out, or killed, or martyred, or slandered, hexed, cursed, vexed, whether it be by his own ways, or his own rituals, or his own ceremonies, or his own belief, or understanding, wisdom, knowledge, whatever purpose. But when it spreads out, understanding that we in a union are with the watchers of the heavens, so that God may know us, so the clouds are spread out. You see, in the clouds, they are spread like a milky substance that is one whole cloud spread out into the sky versus a bunch of clump of clouds floating around fighting to hold themselves together. You know what I mean? So this is a sign or an understanding that it may be a sign for the times of the shepherd spreading out for the speaking or the leading or for sharing the wisdoms and edifying the body of Jesus Christ, which is that is within, with all people in the union, to live or learn in the same nature of understanding or wisdom, until all is with the same understanding and wisdom. It's called the saints in that Bible. I'm not sure if it is a worldly ordeal. I have no idea. If I'm with a worldly substance, it must be flesh. And that would be called Jesus Christ. And that may or may not, it would be called fesus Christ. And it may or may not be the same as anikim in the waters, but the Spirit, the baptism of the water and the Spirit, I have no idea, but I'm going through these times where I have to free myself in order to be relieved of such heavy weight and share. So I speak it, I say it, I learn it, I love it. I try to live in my own understanding that part of it comes from God, and we as people live under it or below it, so to speak, that even hell may have a resurrection. As it says, Hades comes down and judges the dead with the chains of Andromeda, I believe, to the church. And we are all ordained to speak or do crazy things, stupid stuff, practice law that is unfair for truth. As it reads, truth will fall dead in the streets until it is dead and then purified for the rise, and then another round of truth, and we keep going, whatever. I don't know. I can only add myself to the biblical scriptures. I can't take away from it. I'm pretty sure that a lot of things that I say isn't written in the Bible, but I'm not looking for any fame or fortune or any women to carry through to the end that I'm not married to. However, that is to say that women that have no inkling of an idea that they may or may not have power in the clouds by the exalt, but they give it to the preacher or priest, which is the abomination. This is the war that I fight, the spewing of abominations for that preacher who has placed that woman that he exalted upon me, that has power in the heavens by the exalt. And this is quite possibly how the preacher has an ordained measure upon the people in order for crazy things, creating law, spewing abominations, or speaking good stuff for a greater good of all humanity. Understanding the church's purpose in making money in the moral ethic that we've created, and seeking, killing, and destroying will perish, but seeking God and everlasting life will live forever, and not only live forever, but it will not perish and burn into the nature, that which is what we too as people in body, soul, and spirit are made of. So we are creating a moral ethic that is to destroy all things in this kind of church that creates stupid stuff for money. It's already written that Jesus Christ fought the church about money being in the holy places, considering that they are holy places, but in order for a preacher to have an ordained measure above our heads, or a priest, as it says, the abominations of the heritage, the land that belongs to the Lord, granted that the land is also the people. This is the sick part of how do you do the right thing for yourself, if not for all people, understanding that the government with all the money this is in order for one to be taken down, wise to win the spirits, like I've already explained, and the sin explained, for it's not the people that have real power, it is the spirits. But if the church are in with the government that does these things for creating law, or creating good things, or creating bad things, or acting, or the edifying of the body of Jesus Christ, which is fesus in all people, that's the real question of it, and I can't. Today, the clouds are spread out in the sky, and I'm here speaking. I've been relieved of a heavy weight, and that is holding me down has allowed me to speak, and it is quite possible that it is being purified and spread into the people for